Yes, it's me. I'm back again. Back again with more transfer news. It just doesn't stop. Welcome to your Forest Fan TV. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are, whatever time of day you're watching. God even knows what time of day it is. I hope you're doing well, and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest to your latest Newcastle United retirement home transfer news, as we've got so much more news to bring you, and we only updated you 2 hours ago. I've barely had time to digest my dinner, and here we are. So if you're feeling a little sympathy for me, then please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you want to become a member and get all the member perks, including all the emojis, backstage passes, goals as they go in live in the game, and 100 other things, don't forget to hit that members button, press the join. It's only 99p for all those perks. Let's get into it, because we got to tell you about another over 30s retirement home player coming in from Newcastle. Another retiring player in the shape of a defender who we brought to you earlier on last week, I think it was, who is very deep in talks with Nottingham Forest. And about Navas and his medical that is about to happen as well. So let's get into it all. There's loads more. I'm forgetting loads. Let's get into it. Okay, so since we last spoke to you like 5 minutes ago, let's start with the Newcastle retirement home, as it continues to accept more guests into it. And of course, that retirement home is turning out to be Nottingham Forest FC. Jonjo Shelvey, the 30-year-old, who, let's say his injury record would fit nicely in with our medical staffing capabilities, is in real late talks with Nottingham Forest about joining. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he is well past it. With those injuries, he's only made 2 appearances for Newcastle. I think he's been with the Toons since 2014 or 15. I remember playing against him, or should I say Forest playing against him, back in the Championship. Didn't he get sent off? It just rings a bell. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. But it looks like he's coming to Forest, and I am fully against this, because he just won't be fit. And if he does, our medical staff will ensure that he doesn't remain fit at the moment. And that really does worry me. I have no clue what the fee is. I have no clue if they're looking at another loan with an obligation to buy based on scoring and assisting and non-relegation, all this stuff. It's all breaking news right now. But I am more concerned about what it means for potentially Ryan Yates' injury, because it is either stupidity or the fact that we are having an injury crisis in midfield. That means we are looking to bolster the midfield when we've got the likes of Mangala. Oh, bro, look, I could list them all. You guys know who they are. But why do we need to get another of kind in terms of a CM? And we've been linked, as we've told you many times this week, with even more CMs. So I'm just going to start the conversation happening. There's no strength behind it. But how bad is Ryan Yates' injury? Is there a condition we don't know about and are not being made aware of that is actually going to keep him out of the team for much longer than we initially expected? Because it was weird how he was taken off in our previous match. But look, back to Jonjo Shelvey. He's a great passer of the ball. He's decent with dead balls. But I just don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm sick of us being linked to these old timers. Yes, he has Prem experience, but he hasn't had any this season. As I've mentioned, he's only played 2 games. The rest of the time, he's been sick note and unable to play for Newcastle. It just stinks to me a bit of panic buy-in and panic bolstering. And it really does lead me back down to that road of how injured is Ryan Yates with this? I don't know. You guys give me your thoughts on this one. I'm not a fan of it at all. I'll be straight with you guys. But it really has snowballed and avalanched very quickly on this one. That's why I thought I'd bring it to you. Let's move on and talk about the rest of the news. Let's keep the theme very similar tonight and keep the talk on the over 30s. And this one goes way over 30, as we bring you the latest on Navas, who is set to have his medical at Nottingham Forest within the next 24 hours. The medical should go through absolutely fine, and I expect him to be announced very, very soon. I think ideally Forest want him over the line in time to play the Manchester United second leg in the Carabao Cup, because Hennessy is a problem, not just for me, not just for a lot of you guys, But within the hierarchy at Nottingham Forest, it is clear to see they are not happy with the performances from Hennessy. So expect this Navas one to be escalated through very, very quickly. And shortly after his medical, he will be announced at Nottingham Forest. And I expect it to all go through within the next 24 hours or so. It's a deal that technically does suit all parties because Navas will get some game time, PSG gets someone off their books, and we get to replace Hennessy. But long-termism, he's not going to be the one. It will have to be Dean Henderson. Something else to take into account, if we go for Navas, which looks likely, over Livakovic, then Forest are really putting all their eggs in the Dean Henderson basket for the summer. And subject to Forest remaining in the Premier League, I think this is a clear indicator that Dean Henderson will be made a permanent Red in the summer. Do you guys agree or disagree with that? Let me know. But as soon as it's officially confirmed, we will let you know that Navas is a Red. Last week or a couple of days ago, it might have been today, God only knows, with all the transfers flying around, we brought you the news about Felipe coming from Atleti over to Nottingham Forest. And this has advanced again in speed and in talks as well, with well-sourced people now reporting it. Now, again, he's a good centre-back. I got no problems with him. My issue is he's 33 years old. He's about as fast as Cook on steroids, which isn't that fast. But it's just not the right profile for the Premier League. He can really defend well, like brilliantly. Yes, it's another Brazilian. Yes, him and Lodi just know each other like the back of each other's asses. But he's not right for me for the Premier League. I would much rather we got Hermosa coming in. That would have made more sense to me. But this one, again, it just feels like we're getting to the end of the window and who's available and who do we sign. It's getting a little haphazard for me. And I'm kind of missing Dane Murphy and his strategy with this. But let me know. This one looks like it's going to come through. I want Taha, man. We talked about Taha this afternoon. He played in the game tonight for Leverkusen against Dortmund. Just go get him. Please, Marinakis. He's really good. And he will make a huge difference to our team. And that's why I feel so down about this Felipe news. But who am I? Who am I? I can't even do puppy dog eyes or anything to get Marinakis on board. Look, at the moment, it just feels too lopsided in what we're doing in this transfer window. It's like Wayne Rooney's goddamn waistline. We're filling up in the middle and there's nothing up top and nothing down below. You need more of a shape of a prime Jennifer Love Hewitt where you got the, filling out at the top, nice curvature in the middle, and then you're filled out at the bottom as well. That makes more sense, whereas everything seems to be focused on midfielders right now, with the odd defender and the odd keeper linked, and some crappy strikers who are past it in the... I'm not saying Antonio's crappy, but I'm just saying they're not fitting the mold for what we currently need, and I'm starting to feel my blood boiling a little, as there are players available who we could get, who would really bolster and strengthen this team. And it's just the over 30s club right now. Let me stop ranting. I'm going to go and take a breather because my mind is just worrying about this Newcastle retirement home happening at Forest. I mean, we know Darlow's been linked, but it looks like he's going to the Championship. Thank God right now. There's still talks of Jamal Lascelles coming to Forest. Again, another one, post-30, retirement home. I just need to take a quick breather, but I just wanted to bring you guys the news and just let me know what you're thinking about everything I've just brought up in this video. Let me know down in the comments. I'm so eager to hear your thoughts. And of course, if you're watching it in the premiere, chuck it in the live comments and we'll discuss it there. Let's call it there. There's more news, but right now I can feel the rage in me building up, as I don't like the profile of players that have currently been linked in this video. It's just too old, too slow, and not what you need in the Premier League. I'm taking Navas to one side because the keeper is whatever. But let me know. Hit the like if you got this far. Sorry about the rant. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. As always, I'll just tell you what I'm thinking. And if you want to become a member, because I'm thinking about that now, hit that join button. It's only 99p. We'll probably catch you in the next 10 minutes on God knows who else is going to link. Maybe Zidane's going to come out of retirement. Ooh, I would take that. See you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.